No, come on. Don't start worrying about nothing, huh?
Nothing. Helena Manzini is in Tanquir, and you say that's nothing?
That doesn't mean Quint's in danger.
You know as well as I do that wherever Helena Manzini is, Silas Crocker's got to be around there, too.
If that's true, and I'm not saying it is, there's not a whole hell of a lot we can do about it.
Well, I just should have been there, that's all. I just should have been there.
What do you think you could do?
I have to talk to them.
What are you doing here?
Where's Helena? I have to speak with her.
She's in Tanquir with Quint.
Tanquir? What is she doing in Tanquir?
I don't know. I wish I knew. Now, wait just a minute. Where do you think you're going?
You also will pay if you remain in Tanquir. Be gone in 24 hours, or I'll send my calling card, Silas Crocker.
Quentin, what am I going to do?
What does Silas mean? You too will pay. Pay for what, Helena?
I don't know what he's talking about. All I know is I'm absolutely terrified. Help me, Quentin.
Why should I? I'll never forgive you for letting Nola know that you were here.
How was I to know that Nola was on the phone when I came in the room? Really, Quentin, I should think you'd be grateful to me for letting you know that Silas is nearby.
Of course he's nearby. That was a foregone conclusion, Helena, when you arrived here after I expressly forbade it.
I told you. I have neither seen nor spoken to Silas since that day in Springfield when you made me arrange for that meeting.
Yes. Yes, I remember that day, Helena. Silas kept telling me that I was going to pay for something I had done in Tanquir all those years ago. And now he's saying the same thing to you. Now, why, Helena? Why is Silas threatening to make you pay for Professor Renfield's death?
I don't know.
Helena, I've had enough of your evasions and your lies. Now I want you to answer me. Why does Silas want you to pay for Professor Renfield's death?
Because... God help me.
Because what? Would you stop crying and just tell me?
It was my job to wake up early every morning and check the explosives that had been laid the night before to make sure they were timed to detonate properly.
Yes, Helena. In spite of all your faults, and my dear, they are legion, the one thing that you can be counted on for was your work.
Don't say that. I always set my alarm for 4:10. So I would arrive at the site at 4:30 and make a thorough inspection before the rest of the team arrived at 5:30. But on that particular day, I slept right through the alarm. And I woke up after 5. I raced to the site, but I arrived only minutes before you and Professor Renfield.
You never checked the explosives. Well, then why in God's name didn't you say something?
I was frightened, Quentin. I was young. I was afraid Professor Renfield would send me home.
You lied.
Yes.
And you went on allowing me to believe all those years that I alone was responsible?
Quentin, Silas was in the camp that morning. He saw me leave for the site too late to make the inspection, and he's been blackmailing me ever since.
I don't believe you, Helena.
It cost a life. I swear it's the truth.
Was he blackmailing you again, Helena? Did he force you to tell him I was coming here?
I didn't tell him anything, Quentin.
Of course you did. When I was in the hospital, I received a threatening letter from Silas. He knew I was coming here before I did.
Fine. Fine, don't believe me. But if I were in collusion with Silas, why would he have sent me a threatening letter?
It's just another one of your rotten tricks, Helena. Silas is the devil, and you, my dear, are his first lieutenant.
No, Quentin. I swear it. I came here to protect you because I was frightened for you.
Since when have you been concerned about my well-being?
Always.
I don't believe you.
tried to talk you out of coming here.
Of course you did. Because you knew I would do exactly the opposite of what you suggested.
That's not true!
Silas gave you 24 hours to get out of here, and I'm giving you 12. Now go on, get out. Why are you standing there? Go on, get out!
Look, Tony, I'm okay. You don't have to stay with me anymore.
I'm not leaving till Vanessa gets out of here.
Well, you're right. Helena's not in the room. I just checked.
Nola told you she wasn't up there. Nola doesn't lie.
Oh, well, I think Nola would lie, cheat, and steal for Mr. McCord.
Look, Vanessa, now that you know that Helen isn't here, why don't you just leave?
Where's that old Harridan who usually guards the door?
Mrs. Renfield is in Scotland for a couple weeks.
Oh. Oh. Well, you must be mistress of the manor, then. How nice for you. How does
Wait a minute,
it feel?
Vanessa. Why don't you get out of here before I take you across my knee?
You know what's so nice about you Reardons? You all stick up for each other, sort of like a primitive tribe. And now you're trying to rope my father into the clan. Not to mention Mr. McCord. Well, I don't have a family, and I don't have a job, and it's all because of Quentin McCord.
Now, wait just a minute. He never did anything. Did you? You lost that job all by yourself.
That man has been nothing but trouble for me. Now he's gone and lured my partner off to some godforsaken desert. Now, how in the world are we going to open a
Vanessa?
restaurant when
I thought you were going.
I'm going. Oh, and don't put yourself out. Don't bother calling that gimpy little footman. I'll see myself out.
Oh, I don't believe her.
Don't let her get to you. Every time she didn't get away, she throws a temper tantrum.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got something makes me feel wonderful.
Yeah? What's that?
This. Quentin gave it to me right before he left. He said it was his mother, and let me see, his mother told him to keep it and give it only to the woman that he truly loves.
I guess that means he truly loves you, huh?
I guess so, huh? Yeah. I just wish he'd call. I'm so worried about him.
Quentin! Quentin, I can tell your light's on. Please let me in. Quentin, please don't let me stay out here in the hall. I'm terrified something else is going to happen to me.
Then pack your bags and call a taxi.
I can't. I'm waiting for Mr. Llewellyn.
You've called Kenneth Llewellyn?
I most certainly did.
Helena, it is after 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm aware of the time, Quentin. I'm also aware that a tarantula was delivered to me on my dinner tray. And who knows, my bed might be full of tarantulas.
Knowing Silas as you do, you're probably right. Besides, what is Llewellyn going to help you with?
I don't know, but it's his job to protect us, isn't it?
Us? Helena, as far as I'm concerned, you're the problem. So if you leave Tanquir, the problem will be resolved.
Do you really think so? I'm afraid you're missing one obvious implication.
Which is?
No matter what I do, no matter where I go, Silas isn't going to follow me.
And why would you say that?
Because, my darling man, Silas is not in Tanquir to kill me. He's here to kill you. And he will unless you allow me to help you.